In fact, you should just be grateful that I'm going to show you the melted candle look in the off-season. Yeah, you do have rolls, mate, and like, yeah, you have rolls. Right, this I've loaded the plates for the back off. 40 would be probably the intelligent move, but I'm filming for YouTube, and nobody wants to see a 3-plate roast, so... Right, hello and welcome back to the channel. We got Paul and a Costco haul today, so hell of a video. Way better than the travel videos that I've just been posting, so appreciate you bearing with those. Back to the usual training and food/grocery hauls. Warming up currently, laps, and we'll get into a single arm cool down. Just going to get into training and talk throughout the session, so no long intro today, straight into it. Do 3 warm-ups on here just to get some blood going, and I'll get into my actual working sets on a different machine. Right, so with this warm-up, literally just single arm pull down on a standard cable. Right, align the cable with the fucking lap so that your line of pull is in line with the line of resistance. I shift sides, you'll see I'm sat off to the side just so I can align it better. And then the idea here is we're just going to keep the elbow in front of the body. You know, we don't want you leaning back and pulling back here. For this, it's just very much vertical plane, in front and down, and it just gets a really good nice connection. Drives a shitload of blood and allows me to sort of open up my lats before getting into the real working shit on the Panata pull down to start with. Obviously, my back is leaves a lot to be desired, shall we say. It's shit, is what I'm trying to say. So a big focus on bringing that up now with this next phase of the off-season. I probably am going to change my split, or Kyle's going to change my split. So I've run my last one for God knows how long now, 8 months, something like that. Fucking not 8 months, but like 6 months, 7 months. Typically, I'll run a split for fucking years before I change it. With this one, obviously, you've seen the split breakdown. If you've not, go watch the video. I did a full video on it. It's very high frequency, crammed into a week. So there's a lot of upper days where it's back with then a little bit of chest and shoulders tagged on the end, which was working really well. Now I'm at the point of the off-season where I'm so fucking strong and can take so much from 2 sets or something. Like I can cause so much stimulus from those 2 sets that my recovery is just mudded, right? My recovery is trash. So I'm not recovering between sessions, which means most sessions, like today, I did chest 2 days ago. I'm meant to do a bit of chest in this session, but there's no point. I won't be able to lift anything. My chest is still fucking battered. I need to give that time to recover and actually grow. So that's when it's going to grow, is when it's recovering. So we're going to change the split probably back to a push-pull legs variation, leaving him to cook that one up, and I'll provide my input once he's done the majority of how he wants it. And then we'll go from there. So that's where we're headed. So right now, today, it's literally just going to be pull straight back, shitloads of back, with maybe a little bit of biceps tagged on the end. We'll see how we go. But the most important thing for me right now is I just need a better back. So fuck loads of volume on this. Big heavy session. We've got some body rows in there after the cool downs. So we'll get the cool downs done and then get into the fun shit. All right, we're feeling good. Peak off season-ish. I'm not peak off season. That's such a fucking load of shit. Right, I'm heavy. I'm not heavy enough. About 240 at the minute. Lost a few pounds whilst I was away in the heat, as expected, from hiking so much. As you saw in that video, yeah, I did lose some weight. But going back on now, straight back in with food at where it was. No issues with that still, really. He's brought my cardio down from 40 minutes fasted to 30 now. I still do an hour on the treadmill, but it's 30 minutes of actual cardio and then 30 minutes of steps after. So that's come down. The food's in a good spot. Supplements are in a good spot. Very fucking strong. Loving training, which is pretty much what the off-season is all about, right? I always say this to people is, people always ask, what do you prefer, prep or off-season? And you've probably thought this about yourself, right? Both are beautiful and both are fucking tragic for different reasons, okay? They've both got positive and negatives. I'm neutral to either. But when I'm in prep, what I do is I focus on the physique, focus on the way I look, because the one time of the year we're actually happy with my look, right? I'm lean, I'm shredded, I'm usually tanned. I've got some sick facial hair, horrendous facial hair, but yeah, focus on the look there. Like, yeah, training's not unreal. It's not the most fun in prep training. Yeah, sure, I'm hungry all the time. Food's not the most pleasant, but you look good, so focus on the way you look. In the off season, I flip that. Yeah, okay, I don't like the way I look. Yeah, my cheeks are fat. I look like a fat kid right now. I'm in baggy trousers. Doesn't look like I've got any muscle. I've just got a fat, swollen face. But my training, on the other hand, is fucking unreal. So I really focus on the training, and that's what I look forward to in the off season. And then that makes me happy because I'm enjoying the off season, I'm enjoying my training. Then when I start to diet, my training starts to suffer. I then focus more on the look because the look's improving. And if you constantly do that, look for the positive in each phase, you're going to enjoy it all a lot more. Whereas if you're always very pessimistic, like loads of people are, they're like, oh, I'm flat, I'm tired, I'm hungry. Yeah, you're in prep, mate, you're going to be. Don't focus on that side of things, though. Focus on the way you look and improving that. And then you're in the off-season, oh, I'm full, I'm tired all the time, I'm sluggish, I'm lethargic, I hate food, I hate the way I look, I'm obese, I've got fucking rolls. And yeah, you do have rolls, mate. And like, yeah, I mean, you have rolls. But you're probably strong as shit in the gym, so enjoy that part. So that is my words of wisdom for today. I'm now going to ego lift and not focus on my rolls. Two plates, see how it feels. Probably 160 today, I would assume, would be a working weight. But we'll see how 140 feels. It has been 3 or 4 weeks since I've been over road, just because my back was playing up a little bit. So might be a conservative 140, would be probably the intelligent move. But I'm filming for YouTube, and nobody wants to see a 3-plate row, so we'll see. Fucking bar's empty, bro. It'll be 160. Based on how that felt easy. Wasn't quite as easy. We'll do 150. I think smart there. Should get a decent set of 6. And it's not going to hurt my back, which is the most important thing. Yeah, that wasn't the best, but it did just start to feel a little twinge. And I don't want Saturday to come back, so we're being conservative. We'll now go and make up for it on the prime upper back row. I just said I was getting on the prime upper back, and you're all going, that's the prime mid back. Yeah, you're wrong. You're not, but I'm doing this as an upper back row, so you'll notice that if I wanted to be as strong as possible and hit just my whole back, my mid back, I'd put the seat higher, lift my shoulders, and I'd probably tuck a little bit more under here. A little bit more lat involved, but still some upper back, like lean back a bit and pull from there. But with this one here, we're keeping the chest on the pad, palms up, seat a lot lower, and elbows are coming out, so they're flaring a little bit more to drive more through the upper back. I put 5.5 plates on. Half a plate is loaded at the top, so it's really heavy here and gets a bit lighter as it drops in. The only issue being is that I now can't get this off the bottom to get it started, so I'm going to have to go and find Em and get her to come give me a lift off. Fun fact, when Em and I had pretty early days of seeing each other, I had some spot in here, and it was probably the worst spot I've ever had in my life. She just had fingertips on it, and it wasn't moving, and she didn't push it. So I dropped it and went, just get a spot, you can at least push it. And then she got upset and stormed off. Yep. Thanks. Woo! 10 reps, hell yeah. Gonna probably have a heart attack, and then oh fuck, I've got 2 more sets in the drop set here. We've got a lot of sets. I'll do my second set non-camera. The third set's drop set with an Intensify, so talk you through that one in a minute. Right, this I've loaded the plates for the back off. We've got 3 middle, 1 top, 1.5 top even. But they're loaded like this for the drop set, so I can take those 2 off, and then it's just 2.5 plates. Makes sense, trust me. This set, it's a drop set, but it's also got an intensifier on there, meaning that every 4th rep, I squeeze and hold for 4 seconds on the initial set. Then I'm going to take off a plate and just do a normal tempo till failure. Hell yeah, let's get it. It's Ryan Derry, but less successful. See, Josh is wearing, he's also sponsored by Gymshark, obviously. He's got the nicer ones on. These are the grey camo. They're a lot nicer. Get them ones, not these ones. Unless you want to look like a Triceratops.
I don't actually know. I can't describe this.
It's like a dinosaur print, isn't it?
It is like a dinosaur.
Horrendous choice from Gymshark there, but they're almost so bad they're good.
Hang on. Can it just be said as well that Jack actually does rock? Jack does rock this quite well. Like, I walked in, I was like, oh, Jack looks quite cool. And then upon closer inspection, I will not be wearing these because I am not. I don't have your aura, bro.
I wouldn't say this is aura, mate. This is just getting dressed in the dark, is what I call this. The worst exercise of the day, assisted pull-ups. In fairness, I'm getting a lot better at them. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking shit. Right, I'm only going to do 1 exercise because I've not fully moved over to a push-pull leg split yet. So I did, in fact, toast my arms the other day with a client session. So doing full-on biceps will be a little bit stupid. I'm going to get a little bit of blood flow in there. I will go and do a little bit of posing post-workout. I'm just back from holiday. Just fucking think of an excuse and apply it to me, please, so that I don't have to sit here and make it for myself. In fact, you should just be grateful that I'm going to show you the melted candle look in the off-season. No fucking other pro does, right? Unless it's like a perfect photo where they look fucking sick. So I'll just keep it real, right? You can look at my rolls. So another thing, right? I'm the sort of person, as you can probably tell, my forearms are bigger than my upper arm. I feel my forearm a lot when I'm training biceps, and it tends to be when I'm gripping too hard. So when I start to struggle, I start gripping really hard, and as a result, I just max out my forearm, and it's just taken away from my bicep. So now I'm trying to imagine my arm is literally like a little fucking Lego hand, and it's just merely, the dumbbell is merely resting in it. I'm not gripping it. That looks really sus doing that in the gym. But yeah. So that helps take out a bit of forearm and helps me hit the bicep a little bit more, which, again, another reason I'm not going crazy heavy, so I can actually feel the muscle group I'm trying to hit. Right then, that is the session wrapped up. Did some posing at the end. Don't actually hate the look, to be fair. That's the first time I've actually looked somewhat okay.
since not training for a week, so that's a nice positive. Got my post-workout cereal in the car because we are going to Costco straight after the gym, so Em's eating her chicken, rice and tomatoes and shit. I've just got some Cocoa Pops and then Leon cereal Design Away poured over the top. If you want my top 3 flavours of Design Away, it's number 1 Leon cereal, number 2 Leon cereal, and number 3 is actually I think Leon cereal. So highly recommend. But yeah, we're gonna nail this and then head over to Costco and do the probably bi-weekly, every 2 weeks we go for a Costco shop. But we could definitely go less. It's just I hate spending like 200 quid in one go. So I'll just go twice and spend 100 quid each time instead. We're in Costco. I can't really see what angle this is like right now because I've got nothing in the trolley. So we need to go and get something so we can rest it on. We are still waiting to move house, right? It's a fucking ball ache moving house. So once we've moved house, we can actually start buying shit like TVs again and whatnot. But I'm just refusing to buy anything that I've then got to transport from house to house. So we're kind of on hold, which it feels like we're on hold every fucking year because for the last 3 years now I've moved house once a year, and it's, well, no, last 4 years now. And it's driving me insane. So currently, yeah, can't actually shop for anything exciting. Or get a dog, because Em really wants a puppy.
Or a cat.
Or a cat. She just wants something that's not me, that's living in the house, basically. It's the first time Em and I have been to Costco in, honestly, probably about 5 months together, because she's been prepped, so she's just not been coming, really. But now we're both fat in the off-season. It's our first visit to Costco together, so we just need the basics, really. So I'll just take you through what I normally get at this point in the off-season. All the Christmas stuff is back up in Costco now. If you remember last year, if you watched last year, there was a giant fucking penguin that I really wanted, and then it was sold out when I came to buy it on a YouTube video. Nidesh edits these videos, he'll know what I'm on about. He did like a massive edit about this penguin. It was unreal. So I'm waiting. When that penguin comes back in stock, I'm just buying it. I don't care. I will buy a giant Christmas penguin in September if I have to. First up, we've got some sourdough baguettes going in. I will do those with my chicken meal as opposed to like rice or potato, just as an alternative option because Kyle lets me. Yeah, we get 1 sheet meal a week, right? And this week we went had fish, and then we went to Morrison's after for dessert. Found some cookies in Morrison's, just like a 4-pack of cookies, like dead standard. But they were just unreal for some reason. So I'm just obsessed with those cookies now. So if I'm going to buy cookies, it's going to be them. Em's now looking at steak like she does every single time we're in a shop, and then she never buys any. Right, there we go. We got 3.2 kilos of 12% beef mince with some sourdough baguettes. Next up, we've got fresh tilapia. Again, just under 3 kilos of the stuff there. So lots of protein getting bought. Now, yeah, we don't get the chicken from here. Although it's really good quality, it's really tough and like gristly, which I don't like my chicken like that. I like my chicken pumped full of estrogen and just genetically modified, really chemically bad for you. And that's just what I enjoy more. But the beef mince and the tilapia will get really good quality stuff. Em's just going to look at the fish now, and I guarantee she does not buy it. If you watched the travelling on plan video, Ziploc bags, I get a big case of them. And then also this big old pack of Tupperwares to kill the planet. I don't really recommend doing that. It makes life easy, but it is horrendous for the planet, so I do feel kind of guilty giving out that advice. But I clearly don't feel guilty enough not to do it myself, so fuck the turtles. That's a joke. 10 likes and I'll donate 50p to a turtle charity. You know, like when you go to Tesco, right, if you've got a club card, at the end of the year they do like Tesco Wrapped or whatever it's called, where you can see how many of each item you bought across the year. If they did that for Costco, my number 1 purchase by a fucking mile would just be frozen raspberries and frozen blueberries. The amount of tubs of this I go through is ridiculous. Right, we've got 3 tubs, so 3 kilos of frozen raspberries. Where are the blueberries? Fucking hell, they're nearly out of blueberries. Getting the last 2 bags. Right, then we've got the last 2 bags of organic blueberries. frozen, because frozen fruit is actually better than fresh fruit most of the time because it's frozen after picking, so it maintains its nutrients. I've lost them. I might just carry on, so I have to stop and wait at different random bits of food that we don't need. Right, these are the cupcakes that were just in someone else's trolley, the red velvet ones that Em's now looking at. They're the stereotypical Costco bulking muffins, right, that every small guy bulks on to try to get bigger. Spoiler alert, don't do it. It's not a smart use of food. It'll just fill you up longer because it's just full of fat. You'd be better off eating chicken and rice, and you get hungry again sooner after, and you can get another chicken and rice in, and you can eat the same amount of calories or clean food, and you'll be better off. Double family box of Cocoa Pops is in. We've got coconut oil. This is another thing we'll get. Here's a big old tub of coconut oil, right? Very easy to add to rice pudding, chicken rice, most meals to be fair. It's pretty decent, so that and olive oil and dark chocolate are my main fat sources at the minute. We'll sometimes grab ketchup from here as well, just not when we're in prep because they only do the 50% no sugar salt one, not the complete no sugar salt one. I have gone past the seasonings. Seasonings are right down there. I don't need any today, so I'm not going to get any. Typically I would get Saigon cinnamon and paprika maybe, and that'll be about it from here because they do the massive tubs of the stuff. I want the Yeti family. Oh wait, hang on. I was about to say I want the Yeti family, but then I've just seen there's a penguin family for 50 quid. There's a bigger one as well. Oh, Em's getting them all. She's just stood on my toe. Class, yeah. Brilliant. Right then, honey, we get the absolute. Oh, this has gone up in price as well. Fuck me. Not that one. That one looks a bit grim. That one will do. Organic honey, about a litre of the stuff, 1.36 kilos. I think that more or less wraps up the food shot. Let's just give you a quick oversight here.
Why do you get organic?
Because it's better for you. It's better for the bees as well, actually. Right, we've got about 3 kilos tilapia, 3 kilos beef mince, Cocoa Pops, some sourdough, 2 frozen blueberries, 3 frozen raspberries, some energy drink that I won't name, 2 of them. Then we've got a crate of Pepsi, we've got some organic honey, and that's more or less it, right? Sometimes there was a brief period of time where Costco were doing squares bars as well, Rice Krispie treats. I have 2 of those on my leg day and my back day, so I would have got those, but they stopped doing them, so I won't get those. Right, I think that probably concludes this video because we're just going to check out and then go to the car. And I'm too socially inept to film myself checking out. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's my off-season Costco grocery haul. No shit food in there, which is not very exciting. And I know that I guarantee on this video, I will get one comment that says, in prep, you said you were going to eat a whole Costco pizza and 2 cookies or something for a food video. Yeah, I was starving, right? I'm not fucking doing it. I'm just gonna put it out there now, I'm not fucking doing it. So you can leave that comment, but it's not getting done, right? The food videos right now are not for me. The only food video you're gonna see is full dead eating because I'm locked in, right? You gotta think, right now it's merely a shit IFBB pro doing food challenges. How good would it be if it's like a fucking top 10 Olympian doing like a 16,000 calorie cheat day? You just don't see that, do you? So that's the goal. We need to become a top 10 Olympian and then I'll do a food video. So hang in there and they will return. But that's this one. Thanks for watching. Next video will be Lift London. Tune in next week for that and I'll see you then.